All right, so this is gonna be a quick video, not necessarily a live stream. There will be a live stream later on in the day after show. You know, just to kind of let me watch the film again, and then we'll open the phones back up and answer y'all questions. So as of the recording of Monday at 5 Central, we'll be doing the day after show. So tune into that. We ain't gonna be doing it too long though, because we got Monday Night Football, a big Monday Night Football game. I want to check out, but I just want to kind of give my thoughts on the offensive line and the moves that we made and some storylines that I think are interesting. So first and foremost, yo fam, like Tyron Smith being hurt is a problem. La'el Collins being hurt is a problem, but that's the game. That's just injuries or whatever. But you know what we saw from Dak yesterday is that when Dak has time to make throws, Dak can bust ass downfield and boogie. So we did see that. We saw good things from our first three receivers, and Dalton Schultz had a really good game coming on early in the receiving game. But there was a point to where we just had to take Dalton Schultz, like take him out of the passing concepts and just leave him in as a blocker. So, and trust me, I'm gonna wrap all this up in a big ass bow, so y'all just kind of bear with me for a little bit. Yes, so like I said, I'm gonna hold my bold proclamations until I get the film and break that down. I'll be doing a film session on the offensive line things that I saw this week, because those are the ones I like to do the most. So that's just that. Y'all hang tight for that. But a few observations. Brandon Knight, cool. Another cool little game for you or whatever. Connor Williams, another rough little game for him. And you know, I've kind of gotten into my internet shouting matches with some people online about Connor Williams. Let me just make my stance clear, because a lot of y'all goofy asses hear what y'all want to hear. When it turns, I can even explain what I'm saying. Who's that in the chat box? Mel Haynes, I believe. He probably watching right now. Just, I'm flat out explaining. But y'all care nothing about what I explain. Let me make my stance perfectly clear on Connor Williams. I actually tweeted it yesterday, and I think it's a perfect tweet. Actually, I'll put it up on the screen. Maybe not if I'm not lazy or whatever. But Connor Williams is what you have right now, right? And I understand everybody's calling for Connor McGovern, in which I don't hate that, because in my mind, Connor McGovern is, you know, one of, you know, he's in my future O-line plan or whatever, right? So I understand calling for Connor McGovern. I just don't think, if Connor McGovern ain't playing right now, there's something that they know that we don't know. All right, look, found my tweet. Watch this. This is my tweet I tweeted yesterday, and y'all should be following me on Twitter anyway. For one, I acknowledge that Connor Williams ain't great. I also acknowledge great guards do not grow on trees. I also acknowledge that if you can upgrade Connor Williams, you should, right? I acknowledge all those things. And Connor's one of my sons, but if we can get better than, like, if we can get Quentin Nelson, y'all think and I get insulted sometimes. I get insulted by y'all sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, if we can get a better left guard than Connor, let's do it. I just don't think we can get a better left guard than Connor right now. Here's the second part of my tweet. Many do not understand that Connor is still top half of the league at his position. Teams are struggling at offensive line, fam. We are too, but everybody's struggling at offensive line. Connor is about the league average of what you'll get at offensive line. Connor Williams is probably better than both guards in Seattle right now. Actually, so 64 guards in the National Football League. Connor is top 30. Offensive linemen just don't sprout like that. It's better defensive players. You can go find defensive players. You can go find D linemen, linebackers. It's hard to find offensive line. So when Voch be like, yeah, man, I'm trying to draft offensive line every single year. I'm trying to draft O-line every single year. When I say stuff like that, I'm not saying that because I played offensive line, coached offensive line, I favor offensive line, I like offensive line. That's just a smart thing to do. Draft offensive line every year, because you never know. I also acknowledge Aaron Donald, Grady Jarrett, and Jaron Reed whoop guards all together. It ain't just a Connor Williams thing. Like those three three techs that we had to deal with in week 1, 2, and 3 are probably some of the worst guys you want to roll anybody up against in week 1, 2, and 3. You know what I'm saying? And if you have Like, I think that's what a guard in the league is. A guy that's good on 95% of the plays, but they may get beat 5 times. Yeah, and getting beat those 5 times proved to be detrimental, but that's the advantages and disadvantages of having great players on your team at one position and okay players on your team at another position. Brandon from Frankly Football says, and I definitely agree with him, you can't have Pro Bowlers at all the positions. You can't have Pro Bowlers everywhere. So we may be tough at left tackle, right guard, right tackle, but that's we got to be deficient somewhere. We got to be deficient somewhere. Shouts out to brother Koya. He says, "Well, Voch, he's the weakest link on our offensive line. Look at our fucking offensive line. Of course, he's the weakest link on our offensive line. Look at the guys he's around. You know what I'm saying? I think Joe Looney's worse than Connor. I just think Looney is in a situation where you can hide his mistakes a little better than Connor, and we're gonna talk about that right now in a second. The last thing many don't understand is that Xavier Su'a-Filo is a starter in the National Football League, and I think Xavier Su'a-Filo is terrible. He's trash, but offensive line is so bad Xavier Su'a-Filo can start. So that's just that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not really out here just to defend Connor Williams necessarily, because Connor Williams hasn't been playing well. So let's just be fair there. It's just that Joe Looney at guard doesn't fix the issue. Hell, Ron Leary, apparently he must didn't pass his physical or something, because he came in here and took all this little tests and ran around for a little bit, and the Cowboys just like, nah, the deal simply just did not get done. So I don't know, man. Ron Leary's probably not the answer. And then to be fair, if you put Grady Jarrett in there, I mean not Grady Jarrett, Connor McGovern still loses to Aaron Donald, Grady Jarrett, and Jarrett Reed. That just is what it is. Other conversations about our offensive line. Boy, my son Tyler Biadasz was thrown in the hot water. You know what I'm saying? Give me time to watch the film and evaluate him, and I'll give you a proper assessment of him. But yeah, he got his first bit of NFL action, and I'm happy for him, man. I'm happy for him, and that's another step closer to future O-line. You know what I'm saying? Is Connor McGovern better? Pardon me. Is Tyler Biadasz better than Joe Looney today? I don't know. Physically, maybe yes. Maybe physically, yes, he's better than Joe Looney today. Mentally, possibly. Joe Looney's been in that system. He has continuity with the other guys. He knows the reads and calls and things like that. But do I like to throw my offensive lineman in the hot fire? Sure. It speeds that process along. It speeds that process along quickly. I'm not ready to say which offensive line was better, or whether the line was better with Biadasz at center. I'm not ready to say that yet. Let me watch the film and I will get back with y'all and we'll have a conversation. We haven't seen Zack Martin at right tackle ever. Right, ever since he came into the league, because he played tackle at Notre Dame. But ever since Zack Martin came into the league, we knew it was a possibility that Zack Martin could play tackle. But in the league, we just didn't see it, And when I saw Zack Martin at tackle, it was some DEFCON 5 danger threat level orange type shit, and I saw it when it first happened, like the first play it happened. I looked and I was like, oh, it must be getting pretty bad here, because Zack Martin is at right tackle. What I find interesting about that, though, is that out of all the moves that we could make, Zack to right tackle was the move, and not Connor at right tackle. That says a lot. What that says to me is that Connor McGovern just ain't ready. What that says to me is that these coaches like Tyler Biadasz at center more than Connor McGovern at left guard. Because if that was the case, you would put Connor McGovern at left guard, put Connor Williams at right tackle, leave Zack where he is, leave Joe where he is, right? I think Joe is pretty solid at center because you could hide Joe. But the fact that you're risking making Joe worse and you're risking making Zack Martin, you're risking 2 players being worse to put Biadasz in there. That lets me know good things about Biadasz. That lets me know bad things about Connor McGovern. You see what I'm saying? just the amount of people that you move and where you move them are interesting. We moved 2 people to get them out there. You know what I'm saying? To where we could have just moved 1 person. We could have just moved Connor Williams and inserted left guard. No, you moved your right guard. You moved your center. You moved both guys over. Then you put McGovern in. I keep saying McGovern. You put, pardon me, y'all, I apologize. You put Biadasz in at center. So that's incredibly interesting that they trust Tyler Biadasz more than they trust, what's his face right now? Connor McGovern. So there is no, Voch, Connor Williams getting whooped. Let's put McGovern in because apparently he ain't getting it done. So that's interesting. And also, let me just kind of be fair to McGovern. It takes a while to get good. You know, it takes people 2 to 3 years sometimes to get good. You know, Connor McGovern is a 3rd. Tristan was 2nd. Yeah, so Connor McGovern is a 3rd round pick. So it'll probably take him a little while to get better. So interesting developments there. But yeah, Zack Martin at right tackle. Boy, who pulled out the briefcases and put in the button sequence and put the passwords in to set them nuclear codes off to get Zack Martin at right tackle. But I liked it though. And that's also an interesting point moving forward. 2 more points, I'm gonna let y'all go. That's also an interesting point moving forward because my whole thing about Lael coming back and Tyron coming back, I was like, hey, cool, let Tyron and Lael sit out for these games because we playing damn Benson Mayowa and Alden Robinson got a sack, by the way. But I was like, cool, let's play this backup offensive line against Seattle because I don't think we'll need it. And to be fair, we didn't need it too. We needed it. I'm lying. We needed better guys out there. I'm bugging. But I was like, we could at least live until we get to Cleveland. I don't want to play O-line games with Cleveland because Myles Garrett over there. You see what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't feel good about Aaron Donald versus Connor Williams. Connor Williams only lost a handful of reps versus Aaron Donald. I do not feel good about Myles Garrett versus Myles Garrett versus Terrence Steele, Terrence Aluminum, Terrence 10. Shouts out to Peebo. So in my mind, I'm like, hell yeah, let's put Zack Martin at right tackle to play against Myles Garrett, or just to prep him for right tackle because we got Myles Garrett next week and Lael Collins may not be ready. That makes sense. That's great coaching if that's the case. That's fantastic coaching if that's the case. Yeah, man, let me put Zack Martin in there because Terrence Steele not getting it done. Plus, I'm making my decision to put Zack Martin here because we got Myles Garrett next week. That's incredible if that's the case. But then GOAT wifey Jane Slater came out with a tweet today and she was like, Terrence Steele didn't get benched. Terrence Steele came out the game because he had food poisoning the day before and he just simply passed out and he couldn't take it anymore. Okay. So we didn't make the big adjustment because offensive line wasn't great. We made the big adjustment because Terrence Steele had shellfish the night before. Okay. So this is my thing. This is what I said today. And I was going to tweet it. I haven't tweeted it yet. I was going to tweet it, but I'm going to just kind of say it here first because it's going to get more eyes here than on Twitter. Next Sunday is my first big test to decide whether I like Mike McCarthy or not. When we moved Zack Martin to right tackle, blocking got better. Dak had time in the pocket. We was able to let that bitch rip. You put Zack Martin at right tackle, let him block whoever the hell over there. Then if you need tight end help, you could just boogie at left tackle and not have to worry about both sides. If we put Zack Martin at right tackle because Terrence Steele wasn't good enough, that's an incredible adjustment. If Zack Martin only played right tackle because Terrence Steele ate mushrooms and dairy products, and he's going to go right back to right tackle next week when we play Myles Garrett, that's going to be the first big test of whether I really like or dislike Mike McCarthy or not. Because the adjustment should be, yo, this is clear. Zack Martin, you're going to have to play right tackle till Lael Collins comes back. In my mind, that's the clear adjustment. In my mind. But that might not be the solution. The solution may be something totally different. Terrence Steele eating mushrooms and cane sugar and he felt bad. You know what I'm saying? That could be the adjustment. But I don't like it if that's the adjustment. I want Zack Martin to play tackle because Terrence Steele been bad for 3 games. So if we roll out versus Cleveland with Myles Garrett over there and Terrence Steele is your right tackle, that's the first scenario to which I would say I really hate Mike McCarthy. I don't mind him right now. I don't have a dog in the fight right now, so I'm just kind of chilling on it or whatever. I ain't really here nor there. But if we roll Terrence Steele out again versus Myles Garrett with Zack Martin at right guard and Joe Looney at center, not even Connor McGovern at right guard, Joe Looney at right guard. So if we roll those guys out versus Cleveland, that might be the first time I actually hate on Mike McCarthy. And that'll be an interesting live stream whenever I do it. All right. So, like I said, a refresher in case some of y'all missed, because a lot of y'all gonna watch this on the premiere. Some of y'all gonna watch this on demand. So if you missed the first part of the video, click it, play it back again, and you'll see what we was talking about. But for the most part, we're gonna do the day after show at 5 o'clock today. 5 Central Time. So we're gonna get in, have some phone calls. We're gonna talk about the game again, rewatch everything. But when the Monday Night Football game come on, I'm getting the hell off. I'm getting off the damn stream. So don't tell me nothing. You understand? I don't want to hear nothing from y'all. So I'll see y'all then. All right. Go check out my Yahoo show, More Football. I'll probably drop a link somewhere so y'all can see it. Go over there, watch the video, and say something nice about Voch in the comments or whatever, so we can get some creative control, so we can take that thing over. You understand? Y'all hold it down for the Doski, Woski, Peasky, Whiskey, man. Salute.